Good morning, my beautiful angels. A little late, but better late than never. This is your general weekly reading. I am Tigra. This is Sacred Sagittarius. Angels answers all. That's the full channel name. Sacred Sagittarius, Angels answers all. There is another channel that is titled Sacred Sagittarius. So make sure that you bookmark Sacred Sagittarius, Angels answers all. And while you're doing that, why not hit the subscribe button, hit all notifications. Sometimes with my channel and other channels that you subscribe to here on YouTube, you have to unsubscribe and resubscribe, and sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you themselves. So whenever you don't get notifications and you're like, hey, I'm not seeing any of Tigra's videos anymore, it's because they've probably unsubscribed you. So resubscribe and just check on it manually so that you know that you're getting the content, and hit the notification bell. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Tuesday, and we're going to start this general weekly love reading. Cards of blessing prayed for. Hope you are having a good start to your week. It is Valentine's week, so happy Valentine's Day to those of you. May you find love not only with your companion and those that you love around you, but also have a great self-love. That is the most important love. We thank our angels. We thank the ancestors and all that is positive in the universe that is present and assist us with these readings. Okay, let me just make sure I have the deck turned upside right. So let's see what the first three cards are that we're guided to. And the overall message. We get the Dark Night of the Soul here. And that is talking about doing a deep dive. Some of you need to take time out to do a deep dive into your personal development when it comes to your relationships. And like I was saying, self-love. Before we can love others, we first have to love ourselves. So you need to do that shadow work, which I will be doing a shadow work video this week for your February energies, because it's so important to deal with the things that we fear, or the things that we know we need to work on that we're not, because it does play a part on why some of our relationships don't work out, or why we clash with certain parties. Sometimes we see in people the fears, the hopes and dreams that we see in ourselves, we see through other people, but it's also a reminder sometimes of the work, the inner work that we need to do. So this could be a week where some of you are dealing with extreme difficult pain from past love, past energies of love. Again, it's Valentine's Day week, but it doesn't mean that it's a good sense of a feeling for everyone. Valentine's Day could be a painful reminder for some of you. It could be, instead of love coming towards you, it could have been when someone broke your heart, broke an engagement, walked out of a relationship, ghosted you. So it could trigger, bad memories. In addition to that, with the faithful encounter, some of you might be trying to dodge someone this Valentine's Day or this week, someone that you don't want to speak to, someone that you might run into the coffee shop, or that person that wants to always talk to you at your job cooler. There's those people that have an interest in us, and we could just tell that they like us in a romantic way, but we're really not interested, and you just dread running into them. These are the ones that give you surprise Valentine's Day gifts. So they just do kind things to gather your attention, hoping that you will be a love interest to them. But you really don't have any desire to be with this person. So a lot of you, the person that you want to be with might not be there for you this week, but the ones who you don't want to be bothered with, unfortunately, they're going to be front stage and center. Again, talking about the inner child healing, a lot of you and a lot of us need to do that inner child work. We need to work with what is hurting us from our past before we can be great now in the present. We need to explore those feelings. We need to get through the inappropriate things that are hurting us, or the experiences that we went through that we refuse to let go. And when you do that, you will become And you will see the energies of a visionary where you feel hopeful, you feel renewed, you feel empowered. You start thinking positively, and with that positive energy, not only do you bring it into your present life, but also towards your future planning. And then you have the ability to plan because your whole mindset and energy and imagination and wisdom is coming from a positive place. In the middle of the deck, we get our card, the version of temperance, reminding us patience, patience in all things. Don't rush your life, and definitely don't rush love. There will be delays, even in love. Sometimes we suffer in silence. Sometimes we hold out, right? We hold out from those that we don't want to have that faithful encounter with. Sometimes we hold out giving love or receiving love for vindictive reasons that we don't even understand ourselves until we do the self-work and shadow work. Some of you have to be patient because you're still not over someone that you're no longer with, or you're not really free to love. So you need to be patient with yourself so that you don't put yourself in rebound situations. During this time of patience, it gives you the grace to understand what will be. And to find the silver lining that things do work out. They don't work out when you're going through it, but when you come out the other end of that fire, there is a rainbow. Be careful of the advice and opinions of others. Not all of them could be positive. Some of them might conflict with what you intuitively know you want to do. So don't let unpleasant opinions or people's doubts about your relationship or how you look at love determine how you move forward. It's all about you doing, Sag, what works for you. What works for your love language and your love relationship might not be the ticket for someone else, but it definitely works for you. So always go with your gut feeling. A new vitality, like I mentioned, the rainbow, the universe is confirming. Many of you will be tapping into a new energy this week, or you're looking at new ways to kind of get a pep in your step type of thing when it comes to love, to bring back that vitality. Get your hair done, get your nails done. You know, guys, go get your mustache done, get that three-piece suit or whatever it is to make yourself feel better. Start looking better, because people tend to let their personal shine, their style, their essence, their aura, their fiery spirit, they tend to let that sizzle after they've, suffered a heartbreak. No, you need to continue to shine and glow, not so that you can attract a new love, but that you can continue to love yourself. You see the beauty in yourself, and as you exude that inner beauty to your outer appearance and soul, then yes, it will attract other people. But you first must love who you see and embrace who you see. Bringing joy and stability into your life from a standpoint that, yes, your love relationship and the love that you have in communion with people and with companions is important, but you as an individual, Sagittarius, need to have joy and stability in your life overall. Learn to trust yourself, to trust the process. Again, it takes patience, it takes time, especially if you've been hurt not once, not twice, but 3 times. It takes time to get back up on that horse and try to trust the horse to gallop again. So trusting takes time and patience. For many of you, when you learn to trust, for some of you, you will finally realize you have moved on, or it's time to move on. This could be the aha moment. This could be the awakening when you finally trust your intuitive thoughts to say, I've suffered enough. This is not the person for me. I deserve better. And you're ready to leave that relationship with confidence. Some of you are still refusing to see that you might need to leave a particular relationship, or refusing to see your person for who and what they actually are. Tap into your sacral chakra to assist you. Some of you will be coming together with other loved ones this week to celebrate Valentine's Day, or just get together as a group of friends or a group of companions to celebrate love. Some of you might be getting a well-deserved reward. For many of you, when it comes to love, it could be that proposal, that engagement, or special gift of token of friendship Doesn't necessarily have to be the proposal or engagement, but it can be a very charming or endearing gift that they give you. Someone will be reaching out, potentially from your past, just to say, hey, or happy Valentine's, I'm thinking of you. Some of you this week, you're just going to be chilling, resting, and kind of reconsidering your actions when it comes to love, rethinking how you navigated through certain relationships. If you had to do it all over again, how you would do it differently. Ultimately, you all know that love abounds. Love will conquer all in the end. Again, when you're going through challenging times, it doesn't seem that way. But once you continue to love yourself and get back your fiery spirit and your zest and appeal and your optimistic nature towards life and love in general, love will surround you in so many ways. And then the love of another human being on a romantic level can make itself present. Just breathe until that happens, Sagittarius. Be patient and breathe. Enjoy the process, the good and the bad, because it is all part of it. For many of you, it's about rebuilding your life, rebuilding your heart, rebuilding your thoughts, and the foundation that you build your relationships on. Many of you, from your experiences, you can teach others, you can teach your children, your niece, your nephews, your grandchildren. Through your losses and through your wins in your relationships, you can kind of help them through the hurdles so that they can navigate better and wiser through their relationships. Don't suffer in sadness and isolation this week, even if it's Valentine's and you don't have one. Treat yourself. Buy yourself a box of chocolate, God darn it. Buy yourself a nice heart-shaped box of chocolate. Treat yourself to the spa. Buy that outfit that you've been eyeing in the window that you feel you can't afford. Treat yourself. You are your own Valentine first and foremost. Achieve balance this week. Make sure you have enough time for work and play. For those of you who are workaholics, take time this week if you do have a partner, or even if not, if you celebrate Valentine's with your friends or with your children or grandchildren or whoever you celebrate love with this week. Make time for them. You should make time for love every day in your life, but it's just a reminder, achieve equal balance. Yes, you must work and strive to work hard and do great things and work for abundance, but you also must have love. You also must connect with others. Embrace, hug each other, love life, love the world, give to each other, embrace the goodness that is still there, because there is still a lot of goodness in the world and we need to embrace it. This week, some of you need to open up more. You need to open up more to yourself. You need to open up more to being able to receive love and to give love. And others of you, this is the time where some of you can actually start moving towards a relationship, start moving towards talking and dating again, because you've done the healing work, because you've done the shadow work. You've dealt with the past and now you're ready to deal with the present. When you do all of that, it all allows you to manifest the type of life, the type of relationship, guide you in the right direction of the things that you want. For many of you, you're able to do that because you have changed your focus when it comes to who you love, why you love, and what it is you want in a relationship, and how strong you build that foundation. How you let the outside chatter not matter, but go with your gut feeling, watching for the red flags, listening to what they say, but more importantly, watching what they do. It all starts with a solid base chakra, a solid foundation. So that is what you work on. Let's go to the tarot. What other messages we have for Sagittarius? Remember, these are general messages. They may or may not apply to you. Time is fluid, so we do talk about past, present, and future. We could be talking about male and female, intertwined energy. Remember, this is not a personal reading. It's a general reading, so take what applies to you. Queen of Wands, many of you this week, you're standing on your principles, on what you feel about a particular situation, how you approach a particular relationship. Your no is no and your yes is yes. You're all about your money. You're all about working towards the things that you want, to establish that sound base. Very much in your spiritual mode as a high priestess. You're coming from a spiritual place, and your spiritual energy is guiding you and helping you to be grounded. A lot of work you're putting in, not only physical work in your life, but you're putting work within yourself, like I said, to be ready for that next relationship or to embrace what is coming next. And coming next, there is something coming that you will achieve a victory in this relationship. This relationship could be a win-win. You and this person could be cosmically attached. You and this person could have a soul tie connection. You and this person can see eye to eye in ways where you and past partners did not. You can see a lot of potential, a lot of visions. You see a lot of hope with this particular person. You feel that you can complete or fulfill a lot of things in your bucket list with this person. You feel it is possible. You're nurturing. You have the capability to grow in this relationship. You're even thinking this could be the person that could be a good father to your existing children or children that you have together. This person motivates you. You feel motivated within this connection to nurture, to grow, to spark new things and create together. This could be potentially marriage, or you're just celebrating this love and this energy and this spontaneity and the strong base and foundation of what you are building or have built with this person. So I love that for you. As we continue on, the additional messages we get are looking for signs. Again, remember to look for signs in all situations, especially as it pertains to love. Up in the air, some of you don't quite know where you are with a particular person, so you might try to reach out to them, or they might try to reach out to you to clear the air. Some of you are yearning passionately during this Valentine's Day week for someone in particular. And some of you are consistently working on your relationship to make it solid, to heal old wounds. Some of you are going to be just chilling this week, doing hobbies together, especially if you both have a sense of community. A lot of you might be getting together and doing things to bring love into other people's lives, spreading the joy. There's hope. So many of you are practicing on giving unconditional love, letting go of expectations in some of your situations, because you kind of know sometimes your expectations are a bit too high for some people, Sagittarius, to reach. So you're going to try to do something different. And that's what you do when you love someone unconditionally. It's not to say that you bend down or bow down to them, but you find ways to work with them. If you truly love someone and someone truly loves you, you find the way to make it work. You find the way to meet each other in the middle. There is a message here that someone has ill intentions and might be planning to deceive you. So be careful of an ex who calls you just out of the blue. Yes, past energy. I still haven't gotten over what occurred in the past. So they're thinking about you. This person can have a lot of imposter energy still. They're not who you thought they were, and they still aren't. They want to make plans, this person from the past who might contact you. And they're just checking in. If that's the guys that they're telling you, they're checking in on you. They're just saying, hey, happy Valentine's. But this is kind of the answer that you give them. I'm busy. I'm studying on my career. I have a test. Not really free right now. I'm in another relationship. You know, you're going to blow them to the wind. Why? Because you're growing. You've grown. You know what this person is about. They admire a lot what they see in you. They follow you on social media. They see the growth and potential in you, which they knew you always had. But they also know that you're no one's fool. And once they kind of, burn that bridge with you, there is no crossing back. With the message, I'm in a much better headspace now. Some past connections, they are in a better space, so they might appear to come to you in a better mindset. They sound better. They look better. They might even feel better. Would you reject me? Others who've done the work, who've done the healing, they've gone through the karmic lessons, want to come and approach you, but they're not sure if you will reject them. I'm not the same person that you remember. So you see, you do have past lovers where they're still the BSer, they're still the player, but then you have others that really have changed. They've done the work, they've gone through their karmic, but they don't feel that it's enough, or they don't know how to present themselves to convince you, because they've lied to you, they've hurt you so much in the past that they've changed. Let's see what my Tigre deck says here. You're lucky. They bring out the best in you. Some of you will have new partners, or the current partner that you're in does bring out the best in you. You will be like a parent to them. They are very needy. Others of you, be care of partners or people that you talk to romantically, where you're taking care of them. You feel like a parent. It's not really a love connection. It's more like a burden, because you are taking care of them. And anyone that you take care of, like they're your child or your daughter or a sibling, that's like, mommy daddy vibes. That's not like a husband and wife vibe. So again, watch that codependency, because the romance can sizzle really quick with codependency. Oh, what did I say? Big old baby's mama. So, or mama's baby. Be careful of those boys, and even gals who are mama's babies, because they tend to want to be pampered, they want to be spoiled, but they might not necessarily want to be loved or know how to love. They just want you to take care of them. We close out with they are willing to make changes. There are some people in your life that know they need to make changes, and they are willing. So they might say or step forward this week and start trying to do so. Let's go to 2 more cards. You have a boy crush. Someone's crushing on you. That might be the surprise person that comes to you this week with some flowers, or sends you a romantic sentiment, sends you a gift that's so is unexpected. If they come back, take them back on your terms and not theirs. If this boy crush, or if it is someone from your past coming back, if you decide to take them back, Sagittarius, that's the key thing. If you decide to take them back, make sure it's on your terms. Make sure this is what you truly want. That they're not just, BSing you, and you're falling for their fly words and their smile, and their glow. Make sure this is what you want. This is what you truly desire. Let's see if there's anything else time-wise or energetically-wise that we can tell Sag this week in regards to love. There will be a special love vibe reading and a special Valentine's Day reading done this week in honor of love. Forgiveness. Practice forgiveness. This could be a sign that some of you need to finally move on and forgive yourself and forgive someone. We get recovery though in the reverse. Some of you still cannot find it in your heart to forgive because you haven't healed. If you believe, for those of you who want to go back to someone from your past, if you truly believe what they're telling you, if you believe that they've changed, then maybe a year from now, the universe could see you and this person getting back together. Others of you on the bottom of the deck, they suggest that you wait. So for some of you, a year from now, you could see yourself back with this person, but right now you're waiting. Or for some of you, the universe is saying, even a year from now, still wait. As we close, we ask the angels to guide and protect your love life, to protect your energies, that anyone that comes to you in love comes to you in love with truth and light, that they bring to the table the same type of energy that you bring to the relationship, that they love you unconditionally as you love them. Keep the negative and the hated away. We don't want any toxicity. Let's bring love, joy, happiness, and peace in our partnerships, into our companions' lives, and into our lives, so that when we join collectively in union, it is one of holistic love, of positive love, of unconditional and spontaneous fiery love. We close with the card gratitude. Count your blessings, Sagittarius. I know, even if you're single right now, even if you are going through a heartbreak, if someone is breaking up with you this week of all weeks, Valentine's Day week, you might say, how can I feel gratitude? But feel gratitude because, Think of how many relationships you've had. Think of how many times you've been in love and fell out of love, right? How many times you've had those butterflies in your stomach when you saw someone that tickled your fancy. Think of all the romantic, gestures and the things that you've done together, the travels, the picnics, the great sex. Think of it all. You've experienced that. And yes, you've had the heartbreaks, and yes, you've ghosted and you've been ghosted, but still, you've experienced a lot of good love, a lot of good connections. And yes, a lot of it wasn't meant to last forever, but the key thing is that you did experience it. So have gratitude that love has visited you. It has come to you. You have felt it. You know what it's like. Embrace that and have gratitude in that. And don't curse it. Because again, some connections are just stepping stones to the next connection. Some are just karmic connections. Some are just so that we teach each other the lessons that we need to in life and then move on. So count your blessings and feel gratitude for what you've already been through and what you've experienced. Whether you understood it or not, you had that experience. So keep focusing on gratitude. Keep gratitude in your heart. Be amazed by the generosity of love and companionship and communion and community that the universe allows us to experience. Have gratitude. And I pray as we close this reading for this week that no matter what your love situation is this week, love of self, love of community, the bigger picture of love really helps you to focus in having gratitude. And maybe when we have more gratitude within that bigger community of love and the overall energy of love, then it can trickle down and be specific to the particular people that we love in a romantic way. So may those unions be wholesome, may they be pure, may they be honest and long-lasting. Happy Valentine's Day, my loves, and continue to watch the content for the month of February, because before you know it, next week we'll be starting to get right into the February mid-month updates. Namaste.